Paul. I really appreciate this evening to share this business with some of our guests and our distributors. As Paul has said, my name is Pascal Oloo. I'm trained as a civil engineer. And Betty and I live in South Africa with our family. We've got 4 boys and a daughter-in-law. So I remember when we started the business with our 4 boys, we used to say that we've got 4 boys, only 7 more to make Harambee Stars, our Kenyan soccer team. So I want to appreciate this opportunity to share with you what this business has done in our lives. And if you're a guest, I would like you to do 2 things. 1, open your ears and your eyes. Number 2, make a decision after the meeting, because success begins with a decision. Just to give you a background on myself, Betty and I started this business in 1996. And the reason we started the business is very simple. 3 reasons: money, money, and money. We started this business because we wanted to make an extra rand or shilling or whatever currency that you're familiar with. Because as a civil engineer, I was employed by a consulting company in Pretoria. And I remember the first salary I received when I came to South Africa, 33% of my income went to tax. And I remember telling my wife that, look, we left our country 4,000 kilometers away to come and earn almost a similar amount of income. Did it make sense? So as life went on, when the family is growing, the needs of the family also grow. But if your salary is not keeping pace with your expenses, you're going backwards. So Betty and I thought of doing a business, and by God's grace, a lady friend of Betty called her and asked her if she would like to start a business from home. Of course, Betty's reply was very simple. I've never done a business before. I don't know how to run a business. So her friend told her, look, just come and listen. I think it's something you can do, and you can build a business from your home so that you can also be a full-time mother. So she went for a meeting. I stayed at home to look after our boys. When she came back, I asked her what the business meeting was about. She told her, look, I don't know the mathematics or the details of the business, but I understood the principle. And number 2, the person who was speaking during that meeting was speaking directly to me. It's as if he had heard about our life. Because the speaker that evening was Mr. Hansi Kronier, a dear friend of ours. He also had a child with cerebral palsy who needed a full-time parent. And that is what attracted Betty to the business. I remember we were told to get started. We paid the initial amount. And for those of you who are guests and after this presentation you say you don't have money, join the club. Also, when you started, we didn't have any money. I had to borrow money from the bank. I wrote a check and I asked my manager to honor the check because we wanted to start a business. So when I called him and told him, look, I'm starting a business, please honor the check, he almost fainted. So he asked me, what amount of check did you write? I told him 426 rand. Then he laughed and said, what kind of business do you start with 426 rand? Well, he didn't know what I knew. And after 7 months, we equaled my salary. After 3 years, what we're earning from the business was 3 times my salary, and I fired my boss. So if you're a guest today, just listen to what we're going to discuss this evening. So most people start this business because they want to make extra money, but how many ways do people use to make money or to earn an income to feed their family, to feed themselves, to have a roof over their head? Essentially, there are 4 ways. Number 1 is called a job. That is when you work for an employer who at the end of the month pays you a salary. But the challenge with your job is mainly 2 things. 1, there is no security. At the moment, with what is going on around the world, with the increase of technology, it is not secure to say you have a secure job. The second thing is internal politics in jobs. Because one day your employer can come and tell you, sorry, we have no more work for you, or somebody within the organization who has a challenge with you can cause you to lose your job. The second type of way that people use to generate income is called self-employment. Self-employment simply means you start a business, you raise some capital, you offer a product or a service to the public in return for the money that you earn. This is good because the harder you work, the more money you earn, but it's got also drawbacks. Number one, the business depends entirely on you. If you're not there physically, then it means you're not earning any money. Two, if you want to go for holidays, if you want to take time to attend to your family issues, if you fall sick, it means there's no income coming into your household. The third way to generate income is called big businesses. These are people who invest huge capital. They employ get a lot of employees, and with lots of employees also come a lot of labor problems. This is not available to the ordinary man or woman in the streets like you and I because of the huge capital required to start a big business. The last one is investment. That means that you need extra cash over and above your daily needs or your daily expenses to invest. And you need two things to be able to invest. One, you need knowledge. Number two, you need skill. If you don't have these two, you have to get somebody else who has got these two aspects, knowledge and skill, to invest on your behalf. But that means you're putting the security of your cash in the hands of somebody else. There's a fifth way to generate income, but this is only available to very few people in the marketplace. These are professional athletes, musicians, authors, people who are extraordinary in their skill to be able to generate income. But the question is, if these are the ways that people generate income, it seems all of them has a drawback. Is there a criteria to identify an ideal business? I think there is, and it has the following aspects. Number one, you need very low capital to start the business. In our company, you require between $60 and $100 to start a global business. Number two, you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why is that? Because these are what people need. If you look at any business, a business always provides a product or a service to the public in return for the money they earn. And distribution is the ultimate method of creating wealth, because if you look at the largest companies in the world, all of them are always in distributing some product or a service to the public. And that leads me to the third element, which is the global reach. You need to be able to reach a large portion of the world population. Our country operates business in 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we're in 14 countries. The latest one was Mozambique, and that gives us access to 450 million people in Africa. The fourth element is leverage. Leverage simply means you find ways to generate income by multiplying your time, your effort, and your reach. An example of leverage is a franchise or a network of restaurants or a network of banks. The other word they use is branches. The banks open branches in order to leverage their services to the public. And this is one of the key secrets to very successful and wealthy people: leverage. You see, you and I have 24 hours a day. If you only depended on your effort alone to generate income, you'll never be wealthy. People who are wealthy always know how to leverage their time, their effort, and the money they earn or they use. The fifth element is to have a consumable product. Why is that necessary? Because it has a repeat sale. It means the product that you supply, the product that you offer the marketplace, have a repeat sale. For example, soap. You and I are going to use soap until the day we die, month in, month out, month in, month out. And then you need high quality products. Why is that important? Because your customers will come again if the products meet the requirement or the standard that you tell your customers it will meet. The sixth thing is you need a business system. That is a system or tools, procedures, equipment that you use to run your business, so that you as the owner of the business doesn't have to be present when your business is running. And a business system is also one of the secrets of very successful businesses. And the last one is timing. Timing is very critical, because if you start the business at the wrong time, your business may not take root or may not hold so that it keeps growing. I remember reading an article this afternoon that the vinyl industry, those of you who are a bit older, you remember the long play and the short play LP, the discs. Those companies were building very billion-dollar businesses. Then the compact discs came along, and the vinyl industry was wiped out in a space of 3 years. So timing in business is very critical if you're to sustain and grow a business. Now, what is this business or industry we're talking about? This business is called network marketing or network distribution. It's the most efficient way of distributing products or goods and services to the marketplace. And why is it very efficient? Because we use the most powerful method of advertising that is known to mankind. It's called word of mouth advertisement. You see, some of you who are attending these presentations, you are invited to this presentation by word of mouth, or somebody sent you a message and a link to attend this meeting. That's how effective word of mouth is. Okay? So network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services, but the unique thing about it is we cut out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer, and in between there stands a distributor. Now, in traditional businesses, you have several middlemen between the manufacturer and the consumer. I remember reading an article in 1988 about the manufacturer of Mercedes-Benz 350 SE. If you costed the parts, the labor, the equipment, and overheads of the Mercedes-Benz in Munich, Germany, it's about $35,000. By the time it arrived in Denver, Colorado, the same Mercedes-Benz would cost you $65,000. Why is that? The research showed that between Munich, Germany, and Denver, Colorado in the US, there were 17 different middlemen who kept adding to the cost of the product. And these people don't add any value at all to the car. And who pays for it? The consumer. So what we do in our business, we cut out all these middlemen, and the money the company saves from not having this middleman is what is paid to distributors like myself and some of my colleagues who are attending this presentation. And that is what makes this business very lucrative. We don't have advertising. There are no wholesalers or retailers. The products are explained to the customers directly. And we are paid when we successfully refer a customer to buy products. The products are developed and researched on your behalf. That means, although you're in your business for yourself, you are not in the business by yourself. Why? Because you have a support structure. Neolife has built infrastructure in 50 different countries around the globe. And that whole market is available to you as a promoter or a distributor of these products. In this business, there are no qualifications required. But there are only three things that are required. You need to have a desire for success. You need to have a dream. The second, you need to be teachable. That means you need to be willing to learn new things. And the third is hard work, sheer hard work and discipline. If you have these three things going for you, success for you is guaranteed. But when did this company or business start? This company was started by a man called Jerry Brasfield. He started the business at the age of 19. As a teenager, he had very, very serious asthma, and his mother got him natural remedies. And when he felt better, he decided to share this story with the people in this small town called Porterville in California. And as a result of the dream of one man, this business now has spread to 50 countries around the globe. But why has it lasted since 1958 until now? Because we believe in certain basic principles. Number one is absolute integrity and honesty. We believe that we need to tell our customers, our distributors, employees, everybody the truth about our business, what the products can do, what the business can do, and what we cannot do. The second thing that is important as a principle is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If you don't have people, you have nothing. Okay? The third is products that work. The company spends a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money to put together the best scientific minds in the world to develop our products through the Scientific Advisory Board. Why is that important? Because your customers want quality products. The nature of our business is such that if you have very high quality products, you will have repeat and loyal customers throughout the years. The fourth principle is equal opportunity for everybody. Okay? Equal opportunity simply means that we don't care that whether you're 18 or 81, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're a plumber, a doctor, an engineer, a housewife, a student. As long as you're 18 years of age, everybody starts from the same level. And the last element is the long-range vision. You need a long-range vision to do this business effectively. We say that if you start the business, give a 2 to 5 year business horizon. That means within a 2 to 5 year period, you should be able to acquire financial independence if you build the business the way your upline or your sponsor will teach you how to build. Okay? Now, Neolife started in 1958 in the US. In South Africa, it came in 1971. So this year in South Africa, we're celebrating 50 years of business. Kenya, it went to 1996. It means this year they're celebrating the 25 years in business. In Uganda and Tanzania, I think it came 96, 97. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Now, we talked about the Scientific Advisory Board. These are the people who develop our products. But why do people start this business? People start this business for very many different reasons. One is that they start the business because they want a better life for their children. They want to buy dream homes. They want to buy dream cars. They want to have holiday homes or spend time relaxing and enjoying themselves. Some people start the business because they want to make extra cash. And this extra cash can become a lot of money that you can actually switch careers from what you're doing to be a full-time distributor or full-time promoter in our business. Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit and healthy for a long period of time. So if that is you, you join Neolife as a distributor, a company with over 60 years experience, operating in 50 countries, and they've got a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is to do research and development. And one of the premier accolades about the Neolife Scientific Board is some of our research scientists have written articles and papers that are recognized by the CDC, Center for Disease Control, United States Department of Agriculture, the Global Scientific Network. All those major scientific journals read articles written by our scientists. And these scientists develop how many ranges of products? There are 4. And these ranges are, the first one is called the Golden Home Care range. This is a cleaning range of products for cleaning anything in your home that needs cleaning. We've got the product. We have LDC, which is for light duty cleaning, Super 10 for heavy duty cleaning. We've got things for the carpet, the tiles, the kitchen, the bathroom, the tiles. Anything in your home that requires cleaning, we've got the products. And these products are biodegradable. That means you can discharge them to the environment without harming the environment. I remember about 10 or 12 years ago, there was an oil spill in Cape Town, and about 15,000 penguins which were affected. It was an environmental disaster. The only product the scientists could find around the world to clean the penguins was our LDC. That is how high a quality our products are. The next range of products are called personal care range of products. That is hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. Then we've got the skincare or the nutrients range. Then we have the health supplements. The health supplements are products that you use to make your life healthy. This is the highest selling range of our business. But how does this business work? This business works when we do 3 daily things. We call them 3 daily success habits. Why do we say daily? Because if you want to run a business, you need to open a business on a daily basis. The first thing we do in our business is we use the products. We use the products every single day. Betty and I and our family have been using these products for the last 25 years. We simply changed our shopping habits. If you want to buy anything, we only buy it from other places if you cannot find it in a Neolife range of products. The other reason why we buy the products ourselves or use them is because we want to talk to people about something we've used and we've experienced positive results. Now, because Neolife is registered in over 50 countries around the world, we use what we call a point value system. That is a system of measurement of the business which is standardized worldwide. So we recommend that you need to use 100 PV or 100 point value worth of products. The second thing we do in our business is we share the business opportunity. What does that mean? It means we introduce other people to be distributors and users of products like ourselves. And the idea is to teach these people to do what we do. That is called duplication. If you have 6 people introduced plus yourself is 7, you'll have done a 700 PV business. If you do that, your income is about $45 a month. That is just the beginning. Because the next thing we do is to start teaching the people we introduce to the business to do what we do. So if you introduce, let me say you introduce the person in the top right corner, you help them to introduce 2 people who do 100 PV, and those 2 people also introduce 2 others, they'll have built a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 give you 1300 PV or point value. Your income is about $90, you become a senior manager. The next thing is you teach all these people you brought into the business to replicate or do what you do. 700 PV is just for a demonstration or explanation purposes. It could be more, it could be less. So if you teach all these 6 people to do 700 PV times 6 is 4,002 plus yourself gives you 4,300 PV. You become a director in the business and your income is between $580 and $700. Could be more or it could be less. The third thing is some people may not be interested in the business. Those people become our customers. That means if they want to buy products, they buy through you because they're not registered. And you make a 20% profit out of these people. The third daily success habit is personal development. What does that mean? That you need to make time to grow as a person and become a better distributor. Personal development means that you, together with your sponsor and the business system, you attend training, you have support, and you attend seminars, you attend conferences, you listen to CDs, you read good books, so that you become a better person as a distributor, you become a better leader, you become a better business person in terms of building your network of distributors. But you see, some people want to earn extra, more than the $500 or $700. If you want to earn more money, you need to help other people become directors in your business. So if you help one more person to be a director, and you reach a sapphire level, your income is $1,000 plus. If you help 3 people to be directors, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income goes $5,000 plus. That's what the business can earn for you. So the limit of your income depends on how hard you work and how large a network you build with your team. So I'd like to hand over back to Paul to call our guest who wants to share his story. He's a man I really respect. So Paul, back to you.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for taking us through that session, brief and precise to the point. And I believe our guests on the call today, you have been able to pick something. And right about now, I just want to bring a gentleman who came to this opportunity some times back. He'll be able to share with us his story. And he's a very successful business person, growing his business in Kenya and outside the country. So I just want to bring in our team member, Patrick Mugambi, to be able to share with us. Patrick, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Paul. Can you hear me too?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm not sure whether I'm the only person who cannot see you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, but you need to bring forward your camera a little bit. I can only see the head.
Oh.
You can bend it a little bit forward. Perfect. Now I can see you, Mugambi. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my name, as you have heard, I'm Patrick Mugambi, married with 4 children, and banker by professional and by working. I joined the business 17 years ago when I used to work in the bank. And I remember this day when I was invited for a cup of tea in Intercontinental. I just went to take a cup of tea in a 5-star hotel, only to go and realize it's not about a cup of tea, it's about a business opportunity like you are hearing today. And the speaker was the person that I respected the most because she was the wife of Professor Nyanyong, who is the one of the people we respect most. So, and to stay in the meeting, not because that I wanted, but I wanted to hear the speech of a person of might. But when she talked in the meeting, I realized that we were very many in the meeting, but it was like she was talking to me. Because he said this business is not for everybody. It's for the people who want to make, to live a good life. And I said, maybe someone and talked to her about the people who want to make good life, and I was one of them. So let me tell you, I came when the meeting was just ending, but I could connect from the crowd that they were very excited because I said nobody has injected them for excitement. Maybe they have learned how they can make their success. Then I joined the business, and I did not join the business to try. I come from a community where people don't try, they do it. So when I took the business, in a span of 4 months, I was a director in the business. 9 months down the line, I was taking over 6-digit figure. That is from the year 2004, February, up to date. If you never failed in mathematics, you can do simple mathematics. Then from there, I had to climb success ladders of new life from zero up to a president team member. And let me tell you, during that process of climbing success ladder, it was not only climbing success ladder, it was climbing with money. And let me tell you, if you are this person who don't like money, you're in the wrong meeting because there is money in this business. I am just saying about money because some people tend to connect money with some evil things. Because when you are poor and when you hear money being mentioned, there is this other part of you that come in you. That is why you see Christians are poor sometimes because they say when you are rich, you are connected with some other things. And that is when they start saying it is very hard for a rich man to enter into a hole of an Hindu. But that is not true. It is comfort. Because when I had no money is when I used to lie to my landlord, is when I used to lend the people money and I could not pay them. So I don't know whether the person, the Mugambi who was there at that time and the Mugambi of today who is more godly. I made the money and I took my children from the school they were, which I could not sometimes tell people which school my children were. I took them in good schools, then and been able to attain properties that I never knew that this opportunity can offer just a big opportunity. Today, as I talk to you, it's like I don't know what is happening with the money. It's like it is coming so much of it because it's like I'm graduating from home to home. I am seeing when people today are trying to cry on the COVID issues, is when I'm making more money than ever. Because 2020, in the year 2020, I have bought another home, which is costing millions. And let me tell you, it is a beautiful home. When you can go and from the gate, you can understand the power of wealthy. And has come through the small money you get or big, because it's what you do with money. So today I have the home that one day I dreamt when I was a small child, that if I can have just homes, I will be happy and I will thank God for that. Today I have it. I've been able to drive, and to be honest, I can drive any car today in the market. I've been able to travel. Initially, I used to travel from Meru, that is where I come from, it's my community, to Nairobi. But after doing this business for only 9 months, I was able to be taken to UK, that is in London. And London is London, if I can tell you. That is the time I discovered that this business, I don't need to do it just like any other business. In the bank, when I became the best work in the bank, I was given the best work achiever, which is an Uchumi voucher for 10,000. Where you can go get sugar, get unga, until that voucher is over. But in your life, I was given a return ticket. From here to London is around maybe 200,000. And this is now after just working. Then after that, I was taken to London, have been to Sun City, I've been to South Africa many times, have been to Victoria Falls. I have today lost count. Even the other day, last month, we were in Dubai, just a vacation. Even when the corona is there, we are forced to enjoy. So I have been able to travel, and I had a dream to travel, but I never knew where and who to visit. Second, I've been able to get true friends that you can count, friends that you can reason with. And then I've been able also to secure freedom. Freedom is very important. Freedom is having a peace of mind that nobody is waking you up. Nobody is provoking your peace, that you can sleep because you carry your destiny. People no longer hold your destiny. So the minute I left the bank is the minute I took charge of my dream. And let me tell you, the day you realize and start taking ownership of your dream and your destiny, nothing will stop you from succeeding. So I've been able, and let me tell you, I've been able to build a team that I never knew, because initially the only team I had was myself and my family members. I had never assisted anybody beyond that. But today I have people who are very wealthy, people driving the cars they dreamt, people who are living their dream. And it is through this opportunity. Today I have lost count, because my next dream is not how many cars I have, how many homes I have. It is how many people who are down there and they have not gotten this message that this opportunity can give you a fortune. Those are the people who are giving me headache. I just tell them, they ignore, but they ignore with the message. I just want to tell you some points or give you some few tips on how you can grow wealthy in this business, if you really need wealthy. Number one, if you want to grow wealthy in this business, the key to success is knowing God. If you are close to God, you will pray to God to give you the right people, not the people who can complain, people who are ready for wealthy because God Himself is wealthy. So you need God to be close to you. Number two, you need to change the mindset. That mentality, if you are a professional like I was in the bank, you have to set that mindset of an employee to a business person. It took me time to graduate from being an employee to a business person. Because as an employee, you have given someone your destiny to control it. So you have to change the mindset that you are going to become a business person. And you be truthful to yourself that nothing can stop you from attaining your dream. Then number three, you must have big goals. Imagine in a football match where there are no goals. Which game are you playing? You are playing a very dangerous game because you are scoring nowhere. You have to decide you are going to score success. It doesn't matter which formula you have to create. So people don't succeed because they don't have goals to become wealthy. If you can't plan to become wealthy, you cannot become. Then you must tithe. Because if you don't tithe, you are robbing God. And you know there is difference between stealing and robbing. Stealing is taking someone's something secretly, but robbing is by force. So if God has given you, bring back to Him. Then stop spending time with the poor people. They will give you a disease. You have to run away from poor people. People who tells you that this business doesn't work. This business is for the worshippers. Do you think I'm a devil worshipper myself? It's about you staying around with the right circle. If you are staying around with the poor people, you will be, it is a matter of time you will be poor. Then focus on your purpose. Stop chasing money. If you chase money, you will be very poor. Chase your passion. If you chase your passion, success will follow you. But if people are chasing money, when you chase money, you become desperate, and success hates desperation. Money requires people who can please it. So you have to hold the money different. Then you have to learn how to grow money. You have to learn how to grow it, how to invest it, so that the money you get is able to circulate and come back to you. If you don't learn this system, then the business will suffer. Then have a system that attracts resources. When you come to your life, sit down with the people who brought you in the business, and especially your upline, so that he may be able to teach you which system attracts resources, so that you can create a network that can bring money, not excuses. A network of people who can think like you. Get people in the business who have dreams. Don't bring problem in your business. That you bring people in the business who will ask you to give them fare, and you want to buy a car. Then you will be challenged, you won't buy a car. Then you must create a customer base, because customers will always give you. That is where we determine our success. change also the attitude of earning to attitude of doing the business. If you can do that, I listened to my upline director, and every single day he never reminded me to go to any meeting, because he used to tell me, when you go in the bank, nobody reminds you to report. So don't wait for me to remind you to do business. Again, if you don't wear for this business the way you wear to the bank, it won't pay you. So I listened to him, listen to your upline, listen to your heart, follow your heart, and do the business like you and I doing it. And let me tell you, if we do that, you will be able to do that, to succeed in the business. Anytime Pascal happened to come to Kenya, our upline used to tell us, there is someone who is coming who is very wealthy. Please don't miss a meeting. And we could buy a notebook. Even if he comes and they say hi, we could write that. And that is how we grew. And I want to finish by telling you, if you are looking for an opportunity that can enrich you, can make you wealthy, this is an opportunity. If you do it right, if you want to follow people, you will follow your heart and what the company says. You will get support from the company, support from the uplines, and your own self. And let me tell you, if you do that, you will harvest wealth. I can stand today and tell people in your life work. You cannot, nobody can tell me your life does not work. If I'm giving you a lift and you don't have a car, does it work? If I'm not renting a house, does it not work? If I'm traveling and you're not traveling, it means it works. So thank you so much for the people who are meeting me for the first time. And guess you can take the business, we will support you. Those who are in the business, it is the time to place a bar at a higher level so that we show people that in your life work. So thank you so much for giving me this time, Mr. Fon. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Patrick Mugambi, for sharing your story with the guests and the distributors on the call today. Indeed, being in the business for 17 years, that is a lot of resilience. And it's a commitment that the business works, and you are a living testimony for what the business has done for you. And we just want to thank you so much for finding time to come and speak to us today. So that is Patrick Mugambi speaking to us today and sharing his story. And you know what? It's just a matter of time. You know, today is Patrick Mugambi sharing with us. Tomorrow it will be you. If you take this opportunity, if you take this business, just like Mugambi has been able to tell us today, you'll be the next person who will be sharing your story, the success of the things that we have been able to achieve today. So it just starts with a commitment, saying yes to the invitation, to the person who brought you to the meeting today. And the rest is a learning curve. We'll be able to teach you, be able to help you to understand clearly what you are supposed to do, so that you can one time be able to share your story, just like Mugambi has been able to share with us today. So after the meeting, as a guest, speak to the person who invited you. They'll be able to give you clear information on how you can be able to join and start your journey today. So thank you so much, Mugambi. I just want to go all the way to Pascal again to be able to give us the closing remarks as we come to the end of our meeting today. Pascal, if you can hear me.
Yes, Paul, I can hear you very well. And I was really captivated by Patrick Mugambi's story. It's fantastic. You know, to see a real life example of what the business can do is very heartwarming. I was checking on the screen. I could see quite a number of guests and distributors were excited about Patrick's story. I saw Patience very excited about what she was hearing. Somebody else called Joey also was very excited. And, you know, the thing about that really warms my heart, Patrick was kind enough to share with me his new dream house. That is the house Patrick was talking about. And that's the car he drives. And this is the house he bought, he finished building during this year. So when you say the business works, we know the business works. So Patrick, it's really exciting. It's an honor for me to share this platform with you and to share your success, because it's so difficult to describe in words the joy of seeing somebody in your team reaching that level of success. So let me finish and wind up the presentation for you. For those of you who want to take this business seriously, if you want to succeed in this business, you need to know that the company has made the business very efficient for you to build it faster and better. Because when you start the business, you realize this is a home-based business and you can do everything online. If you want to order products for your own use, you can do it online. If you want to register new distributors or new success lines, you can do it online. Once you get started in the business, the company opens for you what is called a back office that helps you manage and monitor your business. Training is done locally and internationally online. You notice that every Thursday we train our group, East Africa, Southern Africa, people in USA, Europe, people in Norway, Italy, people in the UK. So you can build your business from your desk as long as you have internet connectivity. Delivery of products is done by the company contracts different courier companies wherever they're conducting business to deliver the products to our customers. Payment is done online by mobile transfer. Payment of bonuses to distributors that after the month end is done by electronic funds transfer or mobile transfer. So the company has incredible facilities for you. Patty talked to you about traveling also. In 2019, Betty and I were privileged to attend the Ruby Orientation School at the Santon Sun Hotel in Johannesburg. This was just before the COVID-19 hit, and we had a very exciting time for 4 days, paid for by the company. Those of you who are men and you married and you promised your wife a honeymoon, this is a chance for you to fulfill your dream of taking your spouse for a honeymoon. So it's very exciting. Dubai, that is 2017, and also about a month ago, our top leaders from around Africa attended a 4-day event in Dubai, and they had a very exciting time. This is a group that attended the 2019 Ruby Orientation School in Johannesburg. People from Namibia, Mozambique, people from South Africa, Tanzania, Nigeria, Ghana, people from all over the continent. If you're a guest, how do you get started? 1, speak to the person who invited you. It's called your sponsor. Your sponsor doesn't mean they give you money to start. Your sponsor means they support you. In fact, Patrick said something I think that is very important. When you join this business, don't join this business to borrow money from distributors. Join this business to learn how to make your own money. Okay? You will fill in the application form, pay your registration amount. In South Africa, it's between $690 and $2,700. In Kenya, it's $7,360 to $8,970. In Nigeria, it's $17,500 or 22,500 naira. In Tanzania, it's $140,500 or 170,700 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, it's $203,900 or 242,500 Uganda shillings. In the US, it's 99 US dollars. In Sweden, it's 1,025 kronas. In Italy, 64 euros. In Ghana, is between 240 and 384 Ghanaian cedis. So if you're a guest, go back to the person who invited you. They'll show you how to get started. Remember the following. Success begins with a decision. There will be no success until you decide, until you say, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I am sick and tired of my child coming to ask for me for money to go and play football or enjoy a club, and you say you don't have money. If you're sick and tired, success begins with a decision. Number 2, you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What is your desire? What do you want to achieve? 2, find out what you need to do to be successful. That is, you need to be teachable. You need to be willing to learn from people who already become successful. Number 3 is hard work. And this involves discipline, guts, and persistence. Discipline is doing the thing you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. Guts is having the courage to do what you need to do, because I can tell you, as the sun will rise tomorrow, that you will meet people who are going to discourage you from going after your dreams. Persistence means you keep doing what is necessary to become successful. And 4, you need to have faith in yourself, in your sponsor, and in the company Neolab. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for sharing this evening with us. Paul, Mr. Mugambi, I really appreciate sharing this platform with you. And if you're a guest, may God expand your lives until your dreams become true. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Pascal. Good night, everyone.